the important properties, which is maybe neither here nor there, but it is one thing that fascinates me, is the fact that, Satoshi Nakamoto, if it is an individual or a group of people, has remained completely anonymous, right, throughout this entire period.
Which is a feature, right?
Which
Not
is a total, that's why, maybe to your point, Rob, how do you replicate it, right? Part of the magic there is this person or people who created this thing basically just put it out into the world, accumulated, I think, 1 million or so Bitcoin along the way as part of the Genesis block and thereafter, and has not done anything with it, right? Basically just stayed silent.
Scarcity to the space by not, I think there was talk recently that there might have been a little bit of a movement in his account, but from when I actually looked into it, he hadn't moved it since the very beginning.
His coins haven't moved. There were some very early coins that moved, but yeah, there's very strong circumstantial evidence as to which coins are his.
Do you think that it was a guy? There was a guy called Satoshi, or do you think that that's a pseudonym for a group or a particular guy? Do you guys have a take, or does it even matter at this point?
I have a theory, but only because I think it's a fun one. I don't think it's true.
Let's hear the fun one first.
And I doubt I'm the first one to think of it this way. But, I would love, I like the logic around Elon Musk being behind this in some form. Only because you think about it, you need someone with moonshot visionary thinking, right? You need someone with the technical chops to pull this off. At that point in time, he was knee deep in PayPal, which is all around, he knew his way around, payment rails and so forth, probably encountered a ton of annoyance with all the different regulatory structures and systems. And given the fact that this person hasn't moved their coins, which at this point are probably worth like $15 billion, they need to be wealthy already anyway, or they're dead, right? So those are the only two outcomes, or they're the most extraordinary human being in the in the history of mankind. But I think that's already been poo-pooed. But I kind of like the logic of it.
His cryptic tweet a while ago sort of added to that to the mystique around that theory, which I've heard as well, right? I forget what it was, but he did drop a hint around that theory at one point.
Well, I know he's actually said he owns like 0.2 Bitcoin or something. But of course he would say that, right? If you're Nakamoto, of course you're going to say that, right?
How about you, Rob?
It's probably one of the people that have been identified. I think it's one individual. There's Hal Finney, there's Adam Back, there's Nick Szabo. Probably Adam Back.
Not Craig Wright?
Yeah, no. No, that actually, everyone's Satoshi except Craig. Satoshi, yeah.
How about guys?
But it doesn't matter. What matters is that they are anonymous. It's so much better that way. And I think the coins haven't moved, probably because it's be incredibly difficult to move them without de-anonymizing yourself. And so I do think they will be moved, or value will be extracted from them at some point, though. I don't think they're lost.
Yeah,
there's a lot of material out this if you want to. This is the least interesting part of Bitcoin.
You look at the most common. I am back. Yeah. This part is going to get all the comments for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Who's Satoshi Nakamoto? It's Elon Musk.
There's another question.
He's a Dogecoin supporter. I mean, come on. He's pledged his allegiance.
That's right.
That's what my kids like. They like Dogecoin. I mean, how could you not?